Hi guys, this is James Ardolino and welcome to Gold Table Real Talk Podcast. Today we're going to go ahead and discuss some things about entrepreneurship. Let's go ahead and get to the intro and we'll be right back. Hi, I'm James Ardolino, your host, and welcome to Gold Table Real Talk Podcast, where we'll discuss topics ranging from business to fitness and even lifestyle. So whether you're working, driving, or at home, you can hear real talk, real stories, and real advice. So sit back, relax, and we hope you enjoy. Cheers. All right, guys, welcome back. So you guys are thinking about obviously becoming an entrepreneur, starting your own business, maybe a startup. There's some things that I would like to discuss with you guys to decide if that's the path you really want to take. So opening a business, okay, it is very time consuming. There's a lot of people say passion has to go into it, and we're going to get into passion in some other episodes. But as far as passion goes, you do have to have passion. You have to have passion for the word entrepreneurship. The business part of it is the main focus. You also have to realize that when you start your own company, you don't have a lot of time for anything else. So the things that you want to concentrate on are your brand name. You want it to stick out. You want it to stand out. You also want to discuss with other people maybe different looks, different things as far as logos go. I don't suggest you go to too many mainstream people because after a certain point, everybody's logos look the same. So your logo may take a week. It may take a month. It may take 6 months, 7 months. However long it takes, you'll know when you get that logo, you'll know that it's right for you. So pick a logo and make sure you set that apart from everybody else's logo, okay? The second thing, and this is very, very important, extremely important. If you are going into entrepreneurship and you are thinking to yourself, okay, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not going to have to work that many hours. I'm going to be able to go out and party. I'm going to go ahead and just chill and relax. I can write my own schedule. Wrong. You are not going to be able to do that all the time. Usually entrepreneurs in a startup business, you're looking at easily 10 to 15 hour days. Sometimes it's 7 days a week. Sometimes it's 2-3 months straight, no days off. You guys have to understand that when you start a new company, you are doing it yourself. If you don't have people and you're doing this by yourself, you have to learn web, you have to learn social media, you have to learn marketing, you have to learn photography, you have to learn editing, depending on the products that you have. So that's some other things that you need to think about as far as, the time goes. And there's a third thing also, and that's relationships. Relationships do suffer when it comes to, owning your own business. You're going to need somebody that understands what you're trying to do. They need to understand that this is your business and you do not get a check from anybody. You write your own checks. You are in charge of writing your own checks. So whatever you put in it, you're going to get out of it. Sometimes there is luck involved. Sometimes you have good luck and sometimes you have bad luck. Being a good entrepreneur, you know how to weigh those two things out. And if you're starting to see some of that bad luck come your way, you're going to switch over and you're going to go down a different road, okay? And with experience and time, it's easy to know which road you're going to take, which gamble is good, which gamble is bad, when to get in, when to get out. And that comes with experience, okay? And you want to kind of learn that and kind of go by feel, because if you don't do that right away, you're going to lose a lot of time and you're going to lose a lot of money, okay? And you never want to lose money as an entrepreneur. So with that being said, you need to make sure that whoever you're with or whoever your partner is, that they understand that it's beyond a full-time job sometimes. So the support that you need is going to be the support, not so much from people outside. It's from people that are close inside, people you're living with, a wife, a girlfriend, whatever. So make sure that people understand that when you go to start a company, you need their support, which basically means is you're not going to be able to spend as much time as you'd like sometimes. And hopefully they understand that, okay? And the fourth thing, people go into entrepreneurship thinking that, and this is one of the main reasons for entrepreneurship is, I want to be a millionaire. I want to have a supercar. I want to have a team of people working for me. Okay, reality is it's probably not going to happen. Most of the time, that doesn't happen. There are a lot of entrepreneurs nowadays, and yes, it does happen. Millennials have started so many new things with the computer and technology, and there's just so much out there right now that's happening. It's crazy. It's crazy cool, actually. However, there are a lot of people that go into that thinking they're going to be a millionaire and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And the reality is it's not like that. Sometimes an entrepreneur was always meant to, you branch off, you do your own thing, you somewhat make your own hours, maybe not at the beginning, but eventually you make your own hours, and you're in charge of what you make. You work for yourself, you know? Sometimes, and my dad always taught me this, a bad business is better than a good job because you are in control. If you want to go out and make more, you can make more. If you want to come out with a new product or you have an idea of something that you want to do, you don't need to ask anybody. You just do it. If you feel it's a good idea and you want to do it, you do it. With a job, you can't always do that, okay? And there's other things as well, medical insurance, stuff like that, learning how to do write-offs. There's so much that you can do being an entrepreneur, and there's a right way and there's a wrong way. And it's really good to study and really take the time. Take the time to, people do all this research with all this other stuff in life. When you want to become an entrepreneur, do your research. Learn what it entails, how much it's going to cost. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's so many different ways to go about things. But one of the main things is, and I got to go back to the first thing, is your logo. Your logo needs to set you apart from everybody. Okay, when you go to these, you go to Google, you type in, I want to learn, let's see, how to do your logo, or people to do your logo for you. It's a joke. Everybody's logos out there pretty much look the same. You want to separate yourself from everybody else. Everybody's talking about a niche or a niche, they call it nowadays. I stick with niche. Find your niche and try to stick with that, okay? Another thing, and this is so huge. I was just talking to my dad about this the other day, but people say, I want to do my passion. What is your passion? Sometimes your passion doesn't make money. The passion is, going back to the word entrepreneur. The passion is an entrepreneur, being a businessman or a businesswoman. The passion isn't always the product. You don't put the passion and product together, okay? Sometimes they're separate. Sometimes your passion works and sometimes it doesn't. Again, with experience, you got to learn when to go down the road, when to veer off and say, you know what, I'm in it, it's time to get out. It's a bad hand, let's fold. You need to learn how to do that, and that comes with experience. I like to do product over passion. The passion is the business, becoming an entrepreneur, being a businessman, flying places, doing things, doing photography, doing photo shoots, web design. That kind of stuff is always fun. It's cool. I really enjoy it. Sometimes my passion, I've had a passion that I love a product, but the product doesn't always work. The product's maybe not always good, or maybe there's 75, 80,000, 100, 150,000 other people out there. They're doing the exact same thing. What separates your product from all those products? Probably nothing. Now, in some cases, sometimes it does, but most of the time it's not going to. And the amount of money that you have to get together and the startup cost in order to blow everybody out of the water, because you have to do blanket marketing, is outrageous. But if you've got a different product, even though the passion isn't there, you're golden. It's product over passion. It's where the money's at. What you can do, how you can move it, what's your manufacturing costs with employees, without employees, your freight costs, the gas, the boxes, the tape to ship, whatever you do, it all plays a role in how much you're going to make and what you need to make in order to keep running and in order to take some so you can have a life and pay your bills. That's the whole part of becoming an entrepreneur, right? You won't work for other people. In order to not work for other people, you got to make money. So you're making the money. You're an entrepreneur. You got the passion. The passion is being the businessman. That is the main part of the passion. That's the heartbeat right there. Everything that goes off of being an entrepreneur, Sometimes the passion works if you mix it with product. Sometimes it doesn't. You got to level the playing field. You got to learn from experience what's going to work, what's not going to work. So what I suggest to you guys is take a look, sit back, think of what you want to do. And when you go to do it, then you'll be good. Okay, so let's start with this. Or we're going to kind of end, start, whatever. Okay, let's do this. Don't always worry about what your passion is. Your passion is your business. You want to be a businessman. That's your passion. The product is different than passion. I would say you go over product over passion. If you can do something and have a product that you're passionate about, you get great enjoyment, okay? But you're not going to enjoy everything always when it comes to running your own company. Sometimes a product is great, the return is great, it's a great ROI, but even though it's a great ROI, you might not be as happy. It's okay. Take the money, make the money, and while you're doing that, look for other things you're passionate about and try that. So I want you to think about some of these things. Think about the time that it's going to cost, the money that it's going to cost to start it up, the time involved once you start it up and while you're continuing to do it, the strain that it is going to put on a personal relationship. You got to have support, and the other person has to understand that, this is like a lifestyle. You have to live it. You can't be halfway in or halfway out. You got to do it. Every single day, it's a hustle, it's a grind until it's not a hustle and a grind. Sometimes it is for people and sometimes it's not. Everybody's got their, win of good luck, win of bad luck. Everybody's different. Every business is different. It depends on if you have a team of people, if you have help. Think about those kind of things. Also realize you may not become a millionaire. You might just end up, 45, 50,000 a year. But you're happy, you're working for yourself, and at a level like that, you might end up eventually, as things get, running properly, as you're leveling that playing field, now you have more time with your family, you get to do other hobbies, activities, travel, vacation, whatever. But think about those things. We're going to do this as the second episode of Gold Table Real Talk Podcast, and we're going to go ahead and do probably another 2 or 3, maybe 4, I'm not sure, episodes getting a little bit more into detail on entrepreneurship, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed that little segment of how to become an entrepreneur, what to expect, and those I think are the main things. Remember, don't forget about that logo. The logo and the name. That logo and name needs to set you apart from everybody. So work on that logo, work on that name. That's something to dream about. That's one of the funnest parts of doing this, okay? Enjoy it. Have fun with it. And until the next episode, I hope you like what you heard. If you're watching this on YouTube, it would be great if you share it, maybe like it, share it with your friends, share it on social media, and stay tuned. Eventually, we'll be doing some giveaways. And we look forward to building the audience. So make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you for stopping by. And we wish you the best of luck on your new journey and your new business. This is James Ardolino, your host, Gold Table Real Talk Podcast. Thank you and have a great night. Bye-bye.